This is called eggs. Angela was carrying an egg around in her vagina. It fitted perfectly up inside. She walked around with the knowledge that it was there, protected inside by her flesh, blood, and cervix. She felt like a mother hen at the office, at home, on the bus, during squash games, at the cinema, eating chips, staring at strangers kissing. She felt like she had purpose, and so she carried that egg everywhere, happily, hands-free. Until one morning, while watching her neighbour mow his lawn from the kitchen window, his top off, beads of sweat glistening on his shoulder and back hair, she felt a dull pain in her abdomen. "Oof," she said in faint surprise, and in resting her hand against her stomach, she heard a distinct crack. Her mouth formed a silent O as she stood at the sink, the sound of the mower distant. She undid the button of her trousers, pushed them down over her hips, pulling down her pants just in time to catch a bright spot in the gusset, a yellow yolk, perfectly formed. She watched it wobble as she shuffled to the kitchen table and carefully, awkwardly, sat down. Holding her pants out by the elastic, the yolk burst, and from within, she saw something floating. Angela leaned closer, reaching down with a prodding finger to prod the something. Two small hands gripped hold of the end of her finger as she raised it from the yolk. In her pants, a perfectly formed little man. He looked to be about 40 years old, brown hair in a side parting and blue ironed jeans. "Hello," Angela said. "You're awfully small." The small man nodded with an expression that suggested that this was obvious, but Angela continued regardless. "I'll call you Jeff," she said, and ignoring his wriggles and muffled complaints, she popped him back in from whence he came. Thank you.